Okay, what we have here? We have a poster celebrating the beginning of summer, right? Hello summer. That's exactly what it says in here in Chinese. So it will be something like ni hao xia, which is summer. Xia tian, right? Which altogether means summertime. So we are celebrating here the beginning of summer. Okay, so let's break it down. This is a very common. This is a very common greeting, right? When you go to China, you hear a lot of ni hao, which basically means hello, right? Yes, and then also these are two very common characters you will encounter very often. Okay, so xia summer and tian separately means sky and also means heaven. Okay, so when somebody says, for instance, blue sky, right? We can use this tian to say that. And when somebody says, oh my god, you can always say, or we can use tian also for that kind of expression. So we'll see that later on. We talk about this character and we see different examples where we can use it in both ways, right? Okay, so let's start from this one, ni hao, which is a very common greeting. So these are two characters, right? Two hanzi, right? Hanzi, how's hanzi? Hanzi is something like this. This is what we call a hanzi. These are all of these one, right? Are hanzi, Chinese characters. Okay, so later on we probably talk a little bit about this construction also, but these are hanzi, Chinese character. So let's start with this ni hao. Okay, starting from ni, right? So what is this? We have two things, right? With two parts, and we're gonna start from left and we're gonna go to right, and also we're gonna start from the top and we're gonna go down. This is how typically your characters are gonna be written, right? Typically, not all the time, definitely not 100% of the time. We encounter a lot of situations in which this doesn't apply, but we will see. So for me, it's going to be this, and for how, it's going to be a bit the same thing. 1 and 2, starting from the left to right and going to the top, from the top to the bottom. This is how, right? Ni hao. Okay, let's see. Let's do it. So for ni, we have two. For the first part, we have 2 strokes, 1 and 2. For the second part, this is a not very good characterization, but anyway, it's kind of like an artistic thing. So, you know, for the second part, we have this 1, 2. Let me do it again. 1, very short, and 2, it's like a hook. Then we have 3, 4, and 5, and then you have ni. Okay, so for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total of 7 strokes. Okay, let's go to the other part. Let's go to how. For how, this is going to be the first part is a radical that represents females. Okay, so it's something that we will see very often. Also, these kind of radicals that represent a female or a woman or something about that. So let's go like this. It's actually 3 strokes. 1, 2, and 3. So these are 3 strokes. For the second part, is also 3 strokes. 1, 2, and 3. That makes a total of 6 strokes. Okay, so we have 7 here. We have 7 for ni, and we have 6 for how. Okay, so good. So ni hao. Ni hao is more like hello, right? Hello. Now, what about if you want you want to ask how are you? Okay, or let's put it in this way. Let's say somebody asks you, somebody asks you how are you? So how is that? Okay. So let's go back. So let's go ni hao, right? Ni hao. Ni hao. This is hello. Now, what about how are you? So for that, we maintain the same structure, ni hao, and we add at the end this little article, this little word ma. When you ask, when you see the ma at the end of a question, basically it's yes or no questions. Okay, so ma, how's ma? 1, 2, sorry. So for ma, I'm missing one piece in the beginning. So let's go for ma. 1, 2, and 3. 4, 5, and 6. So these are 6 characters, 6 strokes, sorry, and it's ma. So when somebody asks you about this, somebody asks you ni hao ma, it's not just saying hello, it's asking you how are you. So that requires an answer for you. Okay, this one is hello, so you can say ni hao back. Somebody saying hey ni hao, you can say ni hao. So that's it, that's the end of the story. Now when somebody asks you ni hao ma, you need to elaborate a little bit more. So let's see how you can answer to this question. Before, let me elaborate a little bit further about the ma. Ma is also has these very common radicals right here that also we see a lot, and it's basically done the same way every single time. It's one. I mean, what you can think. Okay, ma. You can think, oh, this is a box. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is not how you actually do these radicals in Chinese. It's 1, 2, and 3. So it takes 3 strokes, right? Not 4 strokes, okay? There are situations in which you have things inside the box, actually a lot of situations, a lot of examples, right? And then the way you proceed is you start the box, you go inside and finish whatever is inside, and then you close the box. Let me give you an example. You see yuan, the Chinese money or currency. When it's inside this box, you get a yuan, which is a park. So the way you do it is 1, 2. Now you go inside the box, and then you do whatever you have to do, and then you finish your box. And this is pretty much how it goes every single time for the characters for this kind of radicals. There's plenty of other examples. For instance, in the word China, Chongwo, you have the same situation. You have this, and then you have box, and then you have this situation, right? So same thing. This technique is you will use it a lot. Because you will see this kind of things actually a lot. You can see here you have another box somewhere there. You have boxes everywhere. So it's kind of, I don't know exactly what you mean, but hey, I know exactly how to do it. Okay, you start my box, then go inside, and then finish my box. So it's gonna go like that every single time. Okay, where were we? Oh, we ma. Let's go back to ma. I have my box, and then I have this angle here, and then this next stroke is a very, how you say, particular, right? It's kind of like a, I don't know. It's like a V if you want, right? Something like this, but not really. It's something like this, and then you have a line here. Okay, so that means ma. That right here means ma. Okay, so somebody asked you, right? Coming back to this idea, ni hao ma, right? Ni hao ma. So what you can possibly answer? Okay, I'm fine. What about you? Right? You can say something like that. So I'm fine. You will say something like a wo hen hao, which is I'm fine. I'm very well. So wo hen hao. Okay. So let's see. Let's go for that. So wo hen hao. Wo is a 7-stroke. It's a 7-stroke, and basically goes kind of like a 1 and 2, right? So pay attention. 1, 2. The second one cross all the way to the other side, and then 3. Number 4 cross like this, and then we jump to to the second part. Okay, so we have something that is like this. It's kind of like it's not vertical. It has a little bit of an angle to it. Okay, something like this. So it's not this, it's something like this. Okay, so that's that. Then we have one more small, and then also one here. Okay, so let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A total of 7. Now it takes a while. Okay, it's kind of like a lot of all over the place, so it will take a while to before to get it right. Okay, so yeah, I guess it helps when you have like you put it inside a box. I think you probably can see it better, right? So you put this in a box like this. Sometimes you can find on the internet things like this, paper like this. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, definitely will help when you put it inside a box. Okay, but anyway, it's just a matter of practice. It's just that. So we have hen. We go for hen. Hen is a 9 strokes, and it's also a 1 and 2. Now hen is a little bit particular, and then we see why. The first part of hen is quite straightforward, right? 1, 2, 3. Now let's go for the second part. The second part is a good example of, you see how all of these one go left to right, pretty much? Well, for hen, it doesn't go left to right, it goes right to left. So we're going to start from the right and we're going to go to the left. Okay, so we started with an angle and a little, 2 little lines. Then we have a hook, then this dot and this. Okay, so let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total of 9 strokes. Okay, and again, it's a little bit particular because you will think, oh, you see this, you think, okay, you know, the first part there's nothing crazy about it. Go from up and down. That's that. It's nothing to it. But the second part, you see, okay, you can go like this, maybe. I don't know, left to right all the way. But no, it's not like that. Okay, angle, good. So it goes kind of reverse. Even for the last part, you don't draw this and this. You first this and this. Okay, so let's try it again. There you have hen. 9 strokes. And then how? We know already how, right? So how is like this, this. So hen how, wo hen how. Okay, let's put it in a, let's put it back. So we go like this. Ni hao, ma. And then you answer 我 很 how. If you want to, maybe you want to ask back, what about you? I guess it would be nice if you ask that back, right? What about you? So to ask what about you, you go ni ne. Ni ne. Okay, so ni we know already. It's somewhere here. Now we need to know. We need to learn ne. So how that goes? Ne right here. It'll be about 8. It'll be 8 actually strokes, and it's 2 parts. The first part is very familiar. So it's 2 parts, 1 and 2. First part very familiar. There you go. It's the box. Remember 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 here. We have 5 to go. And the second part is also a little bit familiar. It's kind of similar to this part, okay? And also it's going to go right to left. So we start 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that is ne. Okay, so we have 3 here and 5 here for a total of 8. Let's do it again. That's fine. Second part, 1, 2, sorry, not 1, 2, 1. It's 1 single stroke. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's ne. And ni we know already. So when you want to ask ni ne, you just go ni ne. So ni hao ma? 我很好. Ni ne? So this is all what I want to discuss just for now. Later on we go back with this also very interesting and also common characters.